Hey everybody, welcome back to Music Monday. Hope you guys all had a great week. Let's see what Mr. Llama wants us to do today. Our 3 things. Ready? Hi Mr. Llama. Okay, we got 3 things we're going to listen, be silly, have fun. Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Llama. Okay, so this week we are going to talk about percussion. Can you say that? Ready? Percussion on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Percussion. Yeah. So what is percussion? Percussion is the group of instruments that are played by striking or shaking. So we've already seen quite a few of those already. We've seen it in the DIYs, we've seen it in the ocean drum, we've seen it in the tambourine, and we're just going to dive in a little bit more into percussion this week. So let's talk about how we play percussion as musicians. There's generally 2 popular ways, and that would be, one is with a stick or mallet. Mr. Llama is a percussion instrument because we're striking it. So you play it with a mallet, or you can use something that you have on you more often. Your hands. How cool is that? So yeah, we can play with sticks or our hands. And one of the earliest percussion instruments actually was a drum. And one popular drum that goes back centuries would be the djembe, which is this drum right here. Can you guys say djembe? Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Djembe. Now, djembe, they think that it originated in West Africa, and it's usually traditionally made out of a solid piece of carved wood. So it's hollow inside and the rest is wood. And then on the top, what they used to do before man-made materials like plastic and stuff, they would use animal skins because it would create this nice, smooth cover that you could hit and it would make a nice sound with the wood. And when it first came about, they would use it for all sorts of things. They would use it for traditional ceremonies, weddings, parties, all sorts of things, kind of like what we use drums for today. So I wanted to show you guys this one because even though it isn't made out of wood, it's made out of some man-made materials like plastics and metal. But I wanted to show you a little bit about how it's played. So I'm going to sit like this, and generally when this type of drum is played, there's an opening in the bottom. You can see that. And usually you want to make sure the bottom is open to air. You don't want it left closed on the ground. It sounds okay, but it sounds better if we angle it so the air can come out at the bottom. And the cool thing about this drum is it can make many different sounds. It doesn't just make one sound if you hit it. It depends on where on what we call the drum head, where we hit it. So I'll show you some different sounds it can make. We'll start out with the lowest one, where you hit it right in the middle, and you generally want to hit it with the palm part instead of your fingers. So you want to hit it with the middle part. So, whoa. So that's like a low, low sound. Now, if we hit it on the edge, on the side, it makes this higher pitched tone. So we have the low and the high. And then if you want to get fancy with it, there's all sorts of other things you could do. You could scrape with your nail or something else. You could tap it lightly with a bunch of your fingers and move it. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. So yeah, this is a djembe, and I wanted to do like a nice improv song with you with this, where I'll do a beat and I'll be like, my name is Brie, that's my name, but I'll do a blank one so you can do your name, okay? And then after that we'll say, I like to, and then you'll say something you like to do. Okay, so let me get comfortable and I'll start a beat for us. Okay. And it's very fun and cool. Also, it's got a nice little handle to carry it with, so that's nice. Now, this is a very traditional drum, and over time, there were all sorts of other drums to come out. And one popular type of drum, style of drum, is one that you can find all over the world. And it's a basic tom-like drum, or a drum like this. See this? This one in particular was part of a drum set. Have you ever seen a drum set? A drum set is the one with the cymbals and all the drums that like the rock stars use. Well, this one, you can see things like this all over the world. And it's basically, people just put a drum on a strap like this, and they do that so that they can play it while they're moving around. Most popularly, they like to do that so they can maybe march in maybe military or in parades like marching band. Have you ever seen a marching band? They're really cool, and you can see them in parades all the time. And this type of drum, we don't use our hands usually. This type of drum requires using drumsticks. And I'll show you these ones. So these ones are wooden, and then they have a little wooden tip at the end. Sometimes you can see drumsticks with a nylon tip or a plastic tip, but these ones are all wood. But these ones are kind of fun because when you turn them around like this, they have a mallet on the other end, and this is just like a soft, fuzzy cotton material. Makes it look like a marshmallow, huh? But it's because we get two different sounds from these two different ends. Let me show you. So this one, when you play it, that's how that one sounds. But if we turn it around, it sounds a little different. Ready? Okay. See? So the difference between the two ends, this end kind of had like a sharp, more distinct sound. Like you could tell exactly when it was hitting it right away. Where this one was a little more muffled. So it was like softer, almost like there was a blanket on the drum, but the blanket was the soft mallet. So that's how that works with drumsticks. But you don't have to use only drumsticks to strike a drum. You can use things that you can find around the house. You can use chopsticks. You can use a pencil. you can use all sorts of things to play instruments. So I wanted to show you some things that maybe you guys have at home as well, that I have around the house, that you can do yourself as well. For instance, I have this little glass container. It's a little popcorn maker thingy, but you could use like a glass bowl or something, as long as you're careful with it. This is, I'm sure a lot of people have, it's a pan lid, metal. That'll get a different sound. When you're gathering things around the house, you want to try to find different materials. This is plastic to drain some pasta. And so I have metal, glass, plastic. So they're going to sound different if I hit them with the same stick. So I'll show you guys how they sound different, and I'll just play like a fun little thing. So if you guys want to find something, I would highly encourage you to set up kind of your own drum set if you haven't done that already. Oh, one more thing. This is like a rubbery plastic lunchbox, and that one sounds really cool too. So I'm going to include that one. So I'm going to play a little thing for you guys. Let me just set these up a certain way. They're pretty cool. All right. So. So you can do all sorts of fun things. You can hit them at the same time. You can hit just one different thing at a time. You can do all sorts of things, and it's super fun. So if you guys haven't done that already during your time home, I would highly recommend it. It's super fun. And I challenge you to find something really weird to use. All right, so, this next part, is this the last part? Yeah, so this part is really cool because I'm going to tell you guys something you might not know. Did you know that a piano is a percussion instrument? I bet some of you may have thought, that's so weird. A piano plays like different notes, like all the different boom whackers. And I thought that was just for other instruments. But no, a piano is a percussion instrument because when you strike the keys, it's hitting a hammer on a string and making the note. But I wanted to show you guys this smaller piano. It's not like a real piano. It's like a small toy piano, but it's still, I would still call it a piano. And this is very cool. This was donated to the library from one of our patrons, and we're very, very thankful. So I opened it up so you guys could see it. So this is how it looks when it's open. And if you see in here, up here we have, let me see if I can hold it like a stereo. Up here we have these metal rods. See those metal rods back there? And then right here we have these plastic hammers. And what happens is when you strike a note, the hammer hits the metal rods. And the rods are different lengths to make different notes. You know how the boom whackers are all different lengths and they make different notes? It's the same kind of thing. So they apply that to all sorts of instruments. You'll see that in chimes, in marimbas, in xylophones, in Mr. Llama. So it's everywhere. So I want to show this to you guys because it's really pretty and cool. Alright, so I thought maybe I could play something on here and we could make up a song together for the last part. And And I was thinking we could sing about percussion because we've been learning about it and I think it'd be fun to sing about. So maybe we could do something like, percussion is so fun to play. Let's see. Percussion is so fun to play. What's something that rhymes with play? Way? So the next thing we sing, let's end with the word way. Okay, so percussion is so fun to play. There are so many ways. Percussion is so fun to play. So many ways. That was fun. Okay, let's try to do it all together. Okay. Percussion is so fun to play. There are so many ways. Percussion is so fun to play. There's so many ways. Alright, one more time. Ready? Percussion is so fun to play. There are so many ways. Percussion is so fun to play. There's so many ways. Yeah, good job, guys. That was super fun. Thanks for jamming out with me. So, I encourage you guys, again, to find some stuff around the house and something to whack them with. Or use your hands. You can totally use your hands. And just make your own drum throne or drum set and be a rock star, okay? Have lots of fun making different beats. And maybe if you have a sibling or a grown-up to play with, maybe one of you could sing something, think about something to sing, and the other one could play some percussion. And then you guys could switch spots, or you guys could even practice and try to do both at the same time, like what I was just doing with the piano. It's super fun. All you need to do is practice, okay? Okay, guys. Well, hey, thanks so much for joining me this week. I had so much fun with you. I hope you guys have a great week, okay? Stay safe. Bye.